Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
How would you like to achieve your first million? Welcome to the Unstoppable Podcast, and we have a special guest from Europe, Stefan. Stefan, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello. Yeah, my name is Stefan Fehr. I'm the founder of Modern IQs, and we are building a system where entrepreneurs and founders can create super high quality blog articles in zero time for zero money. Yeah.
Wow, fantastic. So today we're going to be talking about content creation. But before, Stefan, can you check with us how this journey started? Why do you decide to become an entrepreneur?
Sure. Well, the very broad steps in the beginning were I was always an automation guy, and I did so mechanical electrical engineering training and working in German car manufacturing production plants, so big automation from my 16-year on, and did some management training later on, and got into management positions, lower management positions in Switzerland, and then I optimized my personal finance till a point where I only needed to work 1 day a week. And, I had I was like, it was, it's not like I had a gigantic amount of money, but I was smart with spending and, optimizing everything. And I could always go back to this job life. So I thought, well, I have way more money than I need right now, and I can always go back to that. So let's try something harder. Yeah.
And you decided, and you thought that was a good idea to become uh to to go into the tech business, which is very, very risky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're a technology guy, right? So you're an engineer. I'm also an engineer, a chemical engineer. So I got a degree in chemical engineering. So so how, as a founder, right? How was your journey? How the idea? How you come up with
Yeah.
this idea?
So that's very interesting. I had a couple of projects before Modern IQs, and the latest project, the last project was appcolumbus.com. So this is a website where I was promoting business software and getting affiliate money, right? And so I had something like I think it was 69 tools which I was promoting there. And
Wow.
by the day, so there was this one day where I used this AI text generator and created a lot of text, like a description for every tool, and questions and answers kind of thing. And so I was doing for all those tools I had on the platform, I was doing texts, all the texts in one day. And you could see a couple of weeks later that the traffic from Google from that day on came really in, like it was like going exponential.
Wow.
And yeah, so and that's why I figured I didn't know that, a well-made blog article on average gets you 10, 100 or 1,000 times more traffic than social media does. And I saw it because, in Google Search Console, you can see how much traffic Google sends you, right? And I could see it going up and up and up. And I thought, well, right now I have 4 hours to create a high quality blog article. Is there a system which can get me down to a minute, so that next year I cannot produce a couple of hundred, but a couple of 10,000, right? To scale things up. And so I was looking for tools, and there were no goods. And the ones which were out there were like saying they are one-click blog article generators, but in reality, they only did text, no images and nothing. And creating an article still took like half an hour. And I wanted to have a system which does everything in a minute or less. And this is what we've
Wow.
created. Yeah.
Wow. So So tell us about the technology, right? So it creates the articles. So the software, you just give a title, the images, and the software will create the article for you. Is that correct?
So it depends on what use case you have. If you have an article which you want to rank globally for, then you have to put a little bit more work in. But if you for example, let's say you have a local business like an Asian restaurant, right? And you want to rank for somebody, so somebody in Amsterdam is searching for chicken teriyaki, and you want to rank for chicken teriyaki Amsterdam, then your headline you only need to enter the headline. So that could be best chicken teriyaki Amsterdam, for example, right? And then then you enter your email. If you go on moderniqs.com, you enter the headline, you enter your email, you press create, and the system creates everything for you. Images, headline structure, like a lot, like if you want to have an article that has maximum possibilities to rank, there's a lot of manual steps you need to do, like renaming the images, having the correct image size, having headline structures, internal linking, and like a lot, like hundreds of those steps. And this is a lot of work. And we
A lot,
automated
yeah.
like most of the important ones already. Yeah.
So Stefan, so
So
what happened with copyright, right? When this software, you write the article, right? I presume it's taking content from all over the internet and creating that article. But what happened when it comes to copyright? Those articles that your software creates, they don't have any issue with copyright, and
Mhm.
or they have, or
Mm.
how this is work.
Yeah. So if you want, I mean, it depends on your use. I mean, with the copywriting, so it depends on every case individually as well, right? If you want to have a blog article about food, about a dish in your restaurant, or about coffee, I don't really see how this is affecting copyright laws to talk about coffee, you know. But I'm not a lawyer as well. What the thing is, so if you should create an account and use, so if you create an account, you have a second field where you can put background information, and always advise people to do that. So here's the trick. What you're going to write in there is, please, so you're writing in the headline, right? Best chicken teriyaki Amsterdam. And then you write, in the background information, you write something like, please write the article around this idea or context, or anything what makes, so what is your content idea. This is what I'm doing all the time. So I'm entering the headline, and then I'm telling the system, please write the article around this idea. And then I'm talking about, how AI can get rid of government debt, because if everything is done by AI, government will not spend anything anymore. And then I'm giving the system, right? So I'm giving the system context, and I'm telling it, write about this context, focus on that. This is the core idea, and so on. And I mean, this is like very unlikely. If you have a good content idea, this is what you should use the system for. I mean, if you have a restaurant, you should really blog about your dishes, right? You should have your dishes as blog articles on your website. But
Absolutely.
if you have a good content idea, then take the background information field, put everything in. If you're doing this on a Mac, you can dictate on the Mac, right? So the Mac, you just talk to the Mac, and the Mac is writing everything. I'm doing this all the time. It takes 10, 20 seconds. Yeah.
Okay. Then, Stefan, Google is changing the algorithm all the time, right? So a lot of people say that, oh, what it works sometime in the ranks, it doesn't work next time because Google change the algorithms all the time, right? But I think that articles and backlinks, they always will be there regardless what Google said, because they want to
Mhm.
show the most relevant page anyway. Is that correct?
Well, so it's quite interesting. Um, when we developed our app, and we're still improving it, we're trying to get this up to Healthline quality. Just as a reference, Healthline is a website that gets 200 million monthly website visitors by blogging high quality blog articles, right?
Wow.
Yeah. So
What?
this
So
is
what's
where
the
our
name of the website?
Healthline.com.
Headline.com. Okay.
200 million. This is like a considerable considerable part of the global population. And what they do is they create super high quality articles. This is the main thing they do. They don't spend ads as far as I know. So this is all coming from organic traffic. And this is where we're trying to get our quality up to. And we are already quite far in that game. So
Wow.
when Google does a quality update or something like that, and all the low quality ChatGPT content gets kicked out, we actually benefit from it because we have less competition.
Because you have very good quality content created. Is that correct?
Well, it
Can
kind
I
of
write a
depends.
book? Can I write a book with your software?
No.
Why
This is
not?
so yeah. Well, because creating a blog article is completely different to creating a book.
Understand.
When you have a blog article, right, you have to have images inside with the correct image size and with blind texts for blind people and so on. There's a lot of different. So Google has hundreds of factors, where it determines how good the article is. And if the more you do of those tiny little things, the more quality it gets, apart from having rich information.
Stefan, but then when let's say that you have a high quality article, yeah?
Mhm.
So then the issue is distribute the articles, yeah? Where do you put those articles that you can distribute it so they can go viral?
On your website. Like, I mean, this is quite interesting. We're right now rebuilding the final part of the system. So you could potentially, you can get this via, if you create an account, you can set up your WordPress website, for example, and then the system automatically uploads as well. So this is another step you don't have to do. But you will get the article via email, and you can open the email, just like mark the whole article and then copy it, and you can potentially paste this into LinkedIn to create a LinkedIn article in seconds with images and everything, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
LinkedIn articles, I've been told that the link, like for example, if you post something in LinkedIn, it's not SEO friendly. I've been told. I don't know if it's true, but if you do a LinkedIn article, it will be SEO friendly.
Well, it's quite complicated.
Some people told me this, but I'm not sure.
The thing is, really, with our system, this is quite special because when the usual LinkedIn article does not have images and stuff inside, right? It maybe has one on the top, but so this is speculation, but I would say Google sees when you have multiple images, for example, it sees it as better content as well. It doesn't matter if it's on your website or on LinkedIn. And this is the kind of stuff nobody else has, right? Nobody else has those articles on LinkedIn. So this is quite an advantage. You can do that on X as well.
Yeah, that's
It's like
amazing. Yeah. So then you guys, how you using AI to write those articles, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
So, but in the end of the day, the problem is not the AI. The issue is where the AI is learning from. And I think that this is why you guys are different. Is that you training your AI software, right? To learn how to do high quality articles, high quality rankable articles. So then, because you guys are training your AI consistently in that topic, that's the result that the engine delivers. I think that most important thing in AI is not this AI itself, it's just the database where the AI is learning from, right? So how you guys make sure that your database where your AI system is learning is truthful, is the high quality, is high performance. So that's why the system gets better and better and better. That's why you said that, for example, articles created in ChatGPT, they get dequalified easy by Google because maybe it's they don't have high quality. It's not that they don't have high quality, it's maybe that the database when the AI is learning is no it doesn't have high standards, right? That's why the AI cannot produce high standard articles. Whether with you guys, you have a software, you have your AI, but then the database and all the back engine is actually high quality articles. So that's why the tool can learn to do better and better. Is that correct?
Well, to be honest, it's more complicated. So currently the system is running on whatever so the LLM is not our own. We're switching LLMs to whoever is the best for the
Stefan,
job
what is
currently.
LLM?
Oh yeah, sorry. So a large language model, so something like what ChatGPT is having in the background to create the text, right?
Okay.
So that's what they call what is called the AI today. Yeah.
LLM,
So
no? Okay.
large language model, right? Yeah.
Okay.
And so the AI is not ours. We're switching out. So those AI systems are advancing so fast. And we monitor websites that check which ones are the best for which job. And then we dynamically switch them out to always have the best quality and the
I
best human
understand.
sound. And
I get it. I get it. Very
but
good.
but the training part is currently the system is where you enter your background information. So for example, you could quite easily get a transcript from your podcast episodes, right? And then put it into ChatGPT, tell ChatGPT, get me some headlines for blog articles, and then take the headline and the transcript in the back. So the headline in the headline section, the transcript in the background information section, and then you could have the system create a blog article based on your transcript, right? So you can tell in the transcripts, please write around this idea and take this as background information. This is a transcript of a podcast episode, right? So this is what the current system does, but the next step is like 10,000 times crazier, and this is you can enter, you will be able to upload documents, MP3s, everything about you, your company, your podcast, whatever, and the system can reference it. So with the next version, the system can create a blog article where every word it writes has context to every product, achievement, personal thing, every information it has about you or your company. And that's like quality-wise, a human would take months, if not years, to create an article like that, because with every word you write, you have the context of 10,000 pages of information about the person. It's crazy.
Stefan, and then one more question is that you guys, for example, started this tech company, right? And so how was it at the beginning? Or what message do you have for tech entrepreneurs out there that they're struggling at the moment because they cannot find the clients or they cannot find funding? So what message do you have for these tech entrepreneurs out there that they still need to move forward their startup?
So, let me just say this quickly. Do you know Mr. Beast?
Mr. Beast? Yeah, I
Yeah.
do. He's a YouTuber.
Yeah, right.
It's like a
Yeah.
billionaire, right? They
Oh,
say that he's a billionaire, first billionaire from YouTube. I don't know.
Yeah. So I didn't know Mr. Beast up until like 6 months ago. And when I
Oh,
saw this,
really?
yeah,
Oh, I know about him longer than you then.
yeah. And I know since then I watched a documentary about what they're doing and how and why, and I got so thrilled. And so what we're doing now is we're at the current stage, every entrepreneur and founder or every website owner can go on moderniqs.com and create one free article a month. And we're trying to get like high quality article, and we're trying to get this up to 10. So, and this is what I'm always calling Mr. Beast mode, because we're giving away 10 free articles a month at highest possible quality, so that if you struggle,
Wow, that's
right?
a lot of
So
value.
the point really is, if you have a new business, you don't have time and you don't have money. And with our system, you can make your company, if you blog once a month, Google will recognize that there's something happening with your company. If you don't blog once a month, Google is you're almost
Absolutely. It's like your company is dead. Yeah.
And the thing is, with our system, it doesn't cost you anything and it doesn't cost time as well. So you should do it. Yeah. And as I'm saying, like, we do a lot of heavy operations, which are quite expensive externally, like plagiarism checks and so on. And once we have like scale and do all this in-house, we're trying to get the price down to a level where we can give 10 free articles away monthly. And that should really help startups and founders to get their company, out into the public without spending time or money. Like at least for the first phase, yeah. And
Yeah.
that'd be great, man. This is like the ultimate Mr. Beast goal.
Yeah. Yeah. And thank you so much for offering all this value to founders out there, right? Because at the end of the day, I think that business nowadays is people think that, oh, I create a product and I go out and sell it, right? But there is a more effective way to do this, which is you create blog articles, you create your community, you create your following, and then you design a product or service that community will like to acquire, right? So because once you have the client base, once you have the community, it's easy for you to allocate the product right down all the way around. And the software that you're doing is a big part of this.
Yeah.
So why, how, okay. So how, when we talk about high quality articles, right? That means what? High quality for what? High quality for Google, high quality for the rigger, for high quality for the software. What high quality means for you guys?
Yeah. So this is a very interesting question. So it's kind of I see this in so the if you if it's when we're talking about the goal that a startup can make their company spread the word, then I would say that the highest priority is Google. So making the quality for Google. But the thing is, Google wants you to make quality for people, right? Because if Google sends you somebody on your website, it wants to show something good.
That is more relevant. Google want to show the more relevant.
It's like what
The
comes
more high
before
quality
chicken
one.
and egg thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's I would say this is equal. It's like you have to do the content must be quality for the reader so that Google sees this is good for a reader and then it sends you people, right? Yeah.
Okay, Stefan. So what are the 5 steps that entrepreneurs should be doing out there to achieve the first million?
Well, that's what I said before is like go on moderniqs.com and create one article for free. This is a good step because
that would be step number 1, yeah?
Yeah.
So step number 1 would be create articles, right?
Create
High quality articles.
Yeah. And then if you see that it's working for you, right? And yeah, I mean you have to install Google. You have to set up Google Search Console that you see how much traffic is coming from Google because of those articles. And then once you see, wow, this is like way better than my social media game, which is the average, then you should scale it up. So we make money when people see this is working for us, and we want to scale this up we want to, create 50 articles monthly or 100 or something like that. Yeah.
Fantastic. So then what would be the step number 2? So step number 1, the entrepreneurs there should be writing articles using the software that you guys have to build the community, right? So what would be the step number 2 then?
Set up Search Console, see how things are working, and then step number 3, identify which ones, how good is it working for you, and scale and create more.
Create, okay. So and then for the step number 4, what would be then?
I don't know. You have to figure out yourself. So this was the step thing. Okay, now I get it.
Yeah, we want 5 steps. Yeah, that doesn't have to be related to the product itself. We talking. This is a general question about the entrepreneur, right? All tech entrepreneur. So imagine about your tech company, right? What was the 5 steps that
5 steps.
allows you to become as successful as you are today, right? What are the 5 things personally that you apply that help you to get your company to a next level, to make your company successful?
So I
As an
could.
entrepreneur, what are the
Mhm.
5 things you did?
So what we're doing, for example, is we're using our own system to create the biggest directory of blog articles around the topic startup challenges and solutions. So this is so on the main side there, you would see startup challenges and solutions as the main keyword, what we're trying to rank for. And then we're creating around 2,000 articles sorted by category, where startups can look for legal challenges and any kind of important things. So if you have your own startup and you want to maximize this game, then you should create your own directory around your business topic. So for example, for your podcast, this could be something like business podcasts, something like that, or
Yeah,
get
on
your
a
first
stoppable
million.
podcast blog. Yeah.
Right? And then so one of the later steps is to complete the directory. This is what I call content dominance. That means that around your topic, you have the most rich, in-depth content on the internet. So that Google, so this is what we're trying to achieve with our directory, startup challenges and solutions, is that Google, when somebody enters startup challenges, that they get sent to us, right? So you could create this for your website as well. And if you have like a large amount of high quality articles and you have good backlinking, and so this is one of the steps as well, right? It's not just the articles, like your website needs to be fast, and there's some steps you need to do in SEO to be, to succeed in the game. But once you do those and you have a lot of high quality content on there, like you should get a lot of traffic as well, yeah.
And
that should,
then,
if that's worth then the first million, I'm not sure, but the chances are quite good, I would say, yeah,
yeah.
compared to not having it. No.
Yeah. And then, Stefan, the what when you are for creating these articles, right? So how many articles? So how the payment platform works? Did you guys offer one for free per month? Yeah. So tell me about the subscription, how it works.
So if you want to blog more, our system is made right. Currently, I think we're going to switch to a monthly subscription plan eventually, someone, because everybody's used to that. But currently, I personally think our current system is better, where you can just say, I want to create, let's say, so for let's example a restaurant, right? You have like, I don't know, 100 articles you want to create. Then you can, purchase credits in our platform to create articles. And the more credits you purchase, the lower the cost of the article gets. So if you would want to, create 100 articles, I think that would be something like, I'm not sure, just so you get like 50% off or something like that. I don't have it in my head currently, but you can do everything. So go on moderniqs.com, create an account, test it for free, and if it works for you, then purchase credits, scale it up, get your first million.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I think that to get the like we was doing before, like we were sharing before, in order for all you guys that have company out there that want your company to grow, right? A very good starting point would be to build your community, right? Now we build the community by exactly by writing blogs, by putting what we call a high quality content in social media, right? I once as a hobby we were doing some parties in London, right? And a lot of people were following the accounts and everything because we were doing the parties. But then I decided to have my own music band, yeah, and name is Buenavista London Club. And guess what happened when we brought the music band? Now all of a sudden we have way more followers. So what happened was that the quality of the content improved. So the more the amount of people that will be part of your community, the community consume content. That's how this whole thing works, right? The community consume content. Even this podcast that we have now is content for the community of entrepreneurs to consume, right? So the more high quality content you can produce, the bigger and larger and deeper will be your community. Now, by you building a community, a large community in any topics, right? Regarding whatever articles and quality content you're gonna put out there, then you're gonna have a market. You're gonna have potential buyers for products and services that you know that community might need. So, like I said, like we were sharing with Stefan today, for you guys to be successful in business and for you to achieve your first million faster, right? A good idea would be, rather than start for designing a product and try out there and sell it, a most effective way to do it is create a community. If you're passionate about football, create a community about football. If you're passionate about I don't know, about ping pong, create a community about ping pong. If you're passionate about I don't know, public speaking, create a community about public speaking, write a lot of articles about public speaking, create that community. And guess what? After that, you can do workshops. Like we have, for example, speakers and leaders. We have a community for speakers and leaders. It's a community that people like to speak on the stage, and people like to build a global brand from the stage, right? So in that community, we do workshops, we do high quality content, then we do workshops, and a lot of people from the community consume the workshops and programs that we offer to our community. That makes sense. Make sense, Stefan?
Yeah. So one of the goals we have with the system as well is that when you look at the final phase of the product, so let's imagine you have your website and you have like so the final looks like you have a page where you have your main topic, and then you have like currently we have this on our side with like round like images and then the categories. So you have your main topic like community building, and then you have category 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then you have all the articles inside. So this is really meant to be like the go-to point to get information about your product, right? About your topic. So if somebody, so for example, we're building this for startup challenges and solutions. If once this is finished, this will be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, directory of blog articles around this topic. So
amazing.
So if somebody, you know, if somebody has a startup and want to see what topics have I not covered yet, and they go onto this directory, they can see like 100 articles around legal challenges, right? Around customer acquisition and, you know, business partnerships and so on. But the thing really is, the goal is that one thing sticks in the head, and this is my go-to place to get information about this topic. And so they come back. So this is the community thing as well, right? People come back, people sign up to your email list, right? And people see this as the place where they can, you know, have a gigantic to-do list. What can I do? What is possible, and so on. Yeah.
Absolutely. And thank you so much, Stefan, for this podcast. And for every one of you listening, this podcast and seeing the broadcast, we're going to put in the description the Stefan website and more about the tools, so you guys can start to create articles for free and once a month. And then when you have so much traffic, then you can produce more articles in the different package that Stefan is offering. Thank you so much, Stefan, for this interview. And for all of you following us, see you in our next episode. How brave entrepreneurs like Stefan break that wall and achieve the first million. Bye for now.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.